Today I'm going to talk about anti-cancer and anti-aging strategies for when you shower. Coming up. Hi everyone, this is Ernesto from Attaboy Cowboy, and on this channel we give you health and investment tips to help you be more successful. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Okay, today I'm going to talk about some strategies you can use when you're taking a shower. And I want you to understand how your body works first. We're going to talk about how your body is one big filter. So your body has your lungs, which filters out everything you breathe, has your kidneys, has your liver, and the largest organ in your body is your skin. So these are all areas where you can filter to try to get things that are not good for your body out of it, right? So if any of you ever had a filter at home, like an air filter or a car filter or something like that, you know that at some point you have to pull the cartridge out and you have to clean it, or you have to empty it out and replace it, get a new one. We can't really replace parts in our body unless we're really sick, and that it's a possibility, but I don't recommend it. So what you want to do is try to keep your filters clean as much as you can. The strategies you want to do is try to limit the amount of impurities getting into your body. There's a lot of things getting into your body because we live in a toxic environment. The world is generally overpopulated and we're releasing a lot of toxic things into the environment. Let me give you some examples. I have a roommate and I'm going to show you some of the products that they use to take a shower with every day. First, there's the soap. It's like a greenish blue color. This is full of chemicals, so this is going to get absorbed into your body. Remember, your skin is very sensitive and there's pores all over it. So whatever you put on your skin is probably going to get absorbed into it, and it's going to go down into the depths of your body. So you want to try to prevent that. Then we have the shampoo, which has a whole list of chemicals on here. And then there's the conditioner. And then we have the cream that you might use after you take a shower. This is all full of chemicals: sodium lauryl sulfate, PEG, number 9, there's propylene glycol, there's all sorts of stuff, EDTA. I went over some of these before, but basically PEG is something that helps you absorb chemicals into your body. So if you're dousing yourself with all these chemicals, you're going to absorb more of it down into your body. Propylene glycol is antifreeze. It's very similar to it. It gives you that kind of slippery, slathery feeling on your skin. That's why after you take a shower and you put some of these products, you feel kind of soft and shiny. You feel like you're glowing. Then he has some body wash here. Has some more chemicals. Then after the shower, there's the hairspray, and then there's the oral care. Here's the mouthwash with this blue coloring, which is not good. With children, food coloring, these types of artificial colors are linked with attention issues. Also with the adults, they cause anxiety, they cause all sorts of other problems. When I used to work specifically with children, and these days they diagnose every kid with ADD, first thing I would tell the parents is don't give your kid anything with colors in it, like, you know, those weird fruit punches that are bright red, and the Cheetos that are bright orange with all the artificial colors. Don't eat any of that stuff. Get something that's natural. So you don't want this kind of stuff in your body. It's going to get absorbed into your body, especially if you're putting it in your mouth. Then there's the toothpaste, which has fluoride, and that causes damage to your frontal lobe. It's going to cause you to be passive, and it has a bunch of other chemicals. This one also has propylene glycol in it, so you don't want this in your body. Then there's like this, it's a hair treatment. So he puts this in his hair. And there's a mask here. This has a bunch of chemicals in it. This one also has PEG in it, propylene glycol, EDTA, a bunch of other stuff. I can't actually read all of it because I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest with you. I studied them in chemistry, but this stuff's hard to pronounce. This is a lotion that's made out of vanilla bean, but it actually has, like, if I had to guess, right here, probably over 40 ingredients. And these are all made in laboratories. That's another point. A lot of these artificial chemicals that are put into these healthcare products are made in laboratories, and they're synthetic, so they don't break down. So after you brush your teeth, spit in the sink, or you take a shower and wash your hair with soap or shampoo or some of these products I'm showing here in this basket, they're gonna go down the drain. You may forget about them, but they're not going away. They just keep circulating over and over through the environment. I forgot to mention the deodorant here, which also has a bunch of chemicals in it. So a lot of these don't break down. So after you use them, they keep recirculating. They end up in the oceans and the rivers, and a lot of the things that you eat have these products in them. In fact, I was reading a study recently. Women in California, they did a sample of like 1,000 women, and 100% of those women had rocket fuel, jet fuel in their breast milk. These were all women that were lactating. That's created by the planes that are going over us. They're leaving those chemtrails. You know, you look up in the sky, you see those really pretty streaks are left behind by jets. That stuff is raining down onto us, so we're breathing it. It's getting into our food, everything else. So 100% of those women had jet fuel in their milk. So that means they're passing it on to their baby. When you put this stuff in your body, you're not only passing it on to your baby if you have a baby, you're impregnating your body with it, and your organs aren't really able to get rid of a lot of this stuff because it's synthetic. So they don't really know how to deal with it. If they're chemical compounds, your body has enzymes and it has other ways of breaking things down with bacteria, and it gets rid of it. But if they're synthetic, it's like, think of like a piece of plastic. Now you're gonna break this down. That's why they catch whales and sharks and stuff with pieces of plastic in them, because they can't break that down. They can't digest it. Neither can we. So if you're putting this stuff in your body, it's gonna pretty much stay in your body your whole life. A lot of it. In fact, when they get cadavers and they break them down, they look inside their livers and their kidneys and their body filters. They're going to find a lot of these products in their bodies, specifically in brains. In brains, they find a lot of stuff. If you drink water, that water is probably the same water, not probably, it is, the same water that was here when the dinosaurs were around. So the dinosaurs drank that water, it circulated through the environment. You know, they went to the restroom, it went through the ground, ended up in an aquifer, then it flowed out to an ocean. The sun made it evaporate, ended up in a cloud, and it rained down on them, ended up in a lake again. The dinosaur drank it again, and the whole cycle goes over and over and over. That's the way it's supposed to go. But when you're using these products, it's getting caught up in that whole cycle. So it's going to be in everything. It's going to be in the chicken you eat, the fish, the beef, everything. It even ends up like in plants. So they do studies of aquifers and water and stuff like that. They find antibiotics in them. I read a study recently they did off the coast of California, and all the different species of fish they caught had different types of pharmaceutical drugs in them. So pharmaceutical drugs also do not break down. Now, pharmaceutical drugs, they may be something you actually need, so you want to not stop taking those, but these types of things you can avoid. My suggestion is just try to keep it as simple as possible so you're not absorbing all these chemicals in your body on a daily basis. You're just lathering yourself with chemicals. So I'm not going to go into too many products you can use, because I can show you some videos later on how to make some of these natural products, but I'll show you some simple things you can use at home to replace a lot of those chemicals. When you go to the store, try to get natural alternatives to some of these. They sell, natural, organic, or whatever products. Look at the ingredients and make sure they don't have a bunch of these things that are toxic for you. You also want to try to avoid buying as many of these packages as you can, so it doesn't build up in the environment and do damage. This is a mouthwash I use. I use a recycled bottle, and it's just 2 tablespoons of baking soda and water in a jar. I use that for my toothpaste, and for when I take a shower, I'll use a natural soap, or if I don't find any, I'll use Ivory. Ivory is actually pretty good. I looked at the ingredients, and most of them are pretty healthy. It's basically made out of animal fat. So if you're a vegan, it might not be a good option for you, but this is a good soap. It doesn't have very many chemicals in it. It's very simple. If you look at the ingredients, it just has like 4 or 5 in there. You can brush your toothbrush on it and use it as toothpaste. And you can also use it on your body. It's made of glycerin. It's the same thing that's in toothpaste, but it doesn't have the fluoride or the other chemicals. A bar of soap, I had a bar of soap I used just for toothpaste. It lasted me almost 2 years. The reason why it didn't last me longer is because the soap was getting so old. I just wanted to transfer it out for something else. But it'll last you a long time. It'll save you a lot of money on buying toothpaste. And it's much healthier for you. It'll keep your mouth healthy. I have my natural deodorant, which I described in another video. It's made out of baking soda and cornstarch, 50-50. 2 boxes will last you a whole year. It's $2. And then I like to splurge a little bit. I buy this stuff. It's called Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile Soap. And this is the large bottle, 32 fluid ounces. This bottle is about 18 months old, and I probably have about, I say 20% left. So it's been about a year and a half, and I have 20% left. It goes a long ways. It's really concentrated. So I get a few drops of it, and I use it to wash my face, to wash my head. And it's made out of all natural oils, so it's really good for your skin. It helps soften your skin on your head and on your face. You don't want to use bar soap on your face or on your hair because it's going to cause issues. It's going to dry you out. So it's a different type of skin that you have on your face. You actually have different parts of skin. Think about like the bottom of your feet. If you touch them, it's really rough. That's different from like the type of skin that's on the back of your hand on your face. So you need something that's a little more oily. So this is really good. So this is basically all I use to brush my teeth and take a shower. That's it. And there's no chemicals in it. No chemicals that are going to cause me cancer or they're going to cause damage to the environment. This is the only one that has like different ingredients in it, but they're all made out of natural oil, so they'll break down after I take a shower. So I don't have to worry about it circulating and causing damage and polluting our aquifers or our rivers or our ocean or anything like that. Thank you again for listening. And if you have any questions, please comment below. Thank you.